Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you doing, Nick?
I am super. I can't
super?
see. I
That's
took my
it?
glasses off. I've had them on all day. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, you look
I
kind of look
can't.
like Gypsy Rose. You got that look in
No,
your eye,
I
like
do
you
not
just
look like a
can't.
possum. Do not even fucking try it with me. No, I look like Ariana Grande when she's on a late night show and she's like,
What?
wait, she
When
can't
she
see
has on the
either.
glasses?
Yeah.
When she's doing Celine Dion as the nerd? I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, none of that is going to be what we're talking about in this video. There's a few things that I want to talk about. I found some interesting TikToks. You guys know I'm interested in creepy things. I also want to talk about James Charles and him being prank phone called. It was kind of funny, but there is something else that I want to talk about as well. It involves shopping carts. So if you
Oh.
guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so I've talked about like scary, spooky stuff on this channel before, and I've talked about like red string theory. So this is going to be right up your alley if you like things like this. So this TikTok came across my feed, and I read all these things. I'm going to read them to you guys, and I want to know what you think about this,
Okay, good.
because this is wild.
I'm glad there's going to be a reading portion because I
Yes.
can't see what's on his computer right
Okay,
now.
so it says, when a stranger saved my life. So this girl started getting random messages. I don't know on what app, if it was Instagram or if it was on Facebook Messenger or whatever. But she got a message from somebody she didn't even know who it was, and it said, please go home. Imagine getting that kind of message from somebody you don't know. Like, it's odd that you would get a message like that. So she said, I was alone and it was raining and I was near a workplace so that I could wait for the rain to calm down when I received this message. Of course, I didn't know him or her, so I replied with this. And then that person replied to her and said, go home or you will die. Go home, please. What would you do in that moment? Would that that would be so scary, would it
Well,
not?
first of all, I probably wouldn't have seen the message, to be completely honest, because
That's
I'm
true.
horrible
Me-
at checking my DMs.
Me too, girl. We would have both died.
Yeah, so I probably would have just like,
Yeah,
got
that would
it.
have been
for
it would have
sure.
been over for us.
But if I did see it, I don't think that I would go home. They're telling you to go home.
It does kind of sound like a setup, right?
Yeah, they're
So,
literally telling you to go there. Like,
yeah,
why am I
she
gonna trust
said,
you?
then she started sending me this. I was confused and scared at the same time. That for a minute I was thinking it was someone who knew where I was living and wanted me to go home so that they could do something bad to me, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Smart.
that's a very wise thing to
Smart.
think. But girl, this gets so deep right here. Listen. Okay. So she replied and said, you're scaring me. Do I know you? And the person replied and said,
Rookie mistake. You don't tell them that they're scaring you.
well, I mean,
go home.
listen.
You know what? Go home.
Listen. So that
Go
person
home.
replied and said, no, we don't know each other, but I had a dream of you dying, and then I saw your name and your surname on the grave, so I searched up your name, and you came up. And then it said, now please go home. Literally in this moment, I was paralyzed and super scared, and I started running out. When I wrote this message, I was already outside of my house, so she booked it home, right? Well, she attached this article from USA Today that says, Pennsylvania workplace shooting leaves 2 dead and 3 injured, suspect arrested.
Okay, so this is giving that it's not a dream that this person had, that this person was messaging her because maybe they knew the person that was going to do it, or maybe the person that did it, because it says a workplace.
Yeah.
Maybe that person liked her. Maybe she was always nice to them.
That's still scary.
That's
though,
what that
girl.
is. But I would be like, thank you for the heads up, girl.
Could you, I don't want to have an
Thank you.
experience like that. I would
Fuck no.
rather experience something else. I don't want no stranger
is
messaging
very
me
scary.
saying that I might die, girl.
But again, I said I wouldn't go home, so told y'all.
I mean, I don't know,
would've
but
been
I want to know
mean.
what you guys think about this. What would you do in this situation? Would you reply? Would you stay, or would you go?
Where would you go?
Imagine getting a random message from no person that you've ever had any kind of contact with. You don't even know they exist, basically saying you're gonna die. That's like when a stranger calls type shit. Like, I don't like that. All right, but now I want to talk about James Charles. There's not really
Yay.
much in the way of news, but James Charles has
Okay.
been talking about how he hates his Tesla.
Yes.
And how he wants a new car. He doesn't want I think he does want an electric car, but he doesn't want
He
it
does
to be
want
a
an
Tesla.
electric car. I saw that.
If you've been following my car journey on my main account, this is why I fucking hate Tesla. We're driving home from Palm Springs right now, and I would like to show you something. Look at this, okay? My current battery in my car is 165 miles. I have 165 miles worth of battery. Now it says we have 2 hours and 30 minutes to go, and our destination is 131 miles away, right? So surely 165 miles, 131, that's fine. There's 34 miles that should be left in the fucking battery by the time we arrive home. Well, nope, that's funny. It says we need to charge to reach the destination, because if we don't, we're gonna get home with -9%. -9! I didn't go to college, but math was always my best subject. Maybe I'm fucking missing something, but those numbers don't seem to add up. And clearly, the car is able to calculate what the actual charge is. So why are you telling me that I have 30 extra miles? Fuck you, Elon Musk, you stupid fucking bitch.
Somebody tagged me on TikTok in this video of this guy prank calling James, acting like he worked at BMW.
Yes.
You guys check this out.
Hello?
Hello, how are you? This is Mark calling from BMW.
Who's that?
This is Mark Antwis calling from BMW. Is this James Charles?
That was him.
That was him.
That was him.
Hello?
Hey there, I think we got disconnected earlier. I just had a potential brand situation.
Who is this?
This is Mark from BMW. We're just trying to get some people on board for the new i7. I heard you were looking for an electric vehicle. Hey, bestie. My associate Mark put me on the phone. My name is Kelson from Sales and Service WIG, and he thought you might be more comfortable talking to me. I know he's kind of like a scary guy, but he's actually pretty cute.
Is it possible that this is real? Do you really think that they prank called him, or do you think it was just like a soundboard?
No, as quick as he was like hanging up, I think that they actually were calling him. He would have stayed on the phone though if they said they would have thrown in some little boys.
Girl, can we even?
They're in the trunk.
Oh my!
Could you imagine?
But now I guess we need to talk about the shopping cart. Now, I always return the shopping cart to a fault. To my own detriment, I will return the shopping cart. Do you?
I do return the shopping cart.
Every time?
I do. There are some times where I will like kick it up on a curb. I have been guilty of that. I'm not the person that leaves it in between cars. I think that's,
that's
like
so
awful.
rude. Because you could like damage people's property. Why would you want to do that?
The only time that I would like prop it is if it's like right in the front and it's like there's no car right. But I will say this: my first job ever was Publix, and
were you a cart pusher?
I had to get carts several times, and I actually really enjoyed when they told me to go get carts because I would go next door and hang out with the people that like did my hair. I would go to Pizza Hut that was
While
in
you
like,
were
the parking
clocked
lot.
in.
While I was clocked in, I'd be gone for hours getting those shopping carts. None of them would fill up.
You're getting your life and getting that paycheck at the same time.
So, I don't know. Maybe people are appreciative that she didn't return her cart.
Well, I'm very passionate about the cart. I'll always return the cart because it can affect other people.
I love the cart narc.
Yeah.
I love his videos.
Oh my God. That woman that came and said, you better run. He's like, I can run faster than
He
you.
said, I can run faster backward. He's going to get the right one, though. That's going to... They're not going to be so happy about the cart narc.
Oh my God, I want to see his response to this because there is a doctor, and I've never seen this lady before. I don't think any of her TikToks have ever came up on my page. I think she has, let's see, she has 144,000 followers on TikTok. It says she is a psychologist, parenting, safety, true crime, satire, and she is intentionally disturbing.
She's
she's
not
a
gonna
doctor
return those carts.
and a psychologist. Well, she posted a TikTok today that has people really heated at her.
She said, I'm not returning that cart.
She
What are you going
did.
to do about it?
She basically said, what are you going to do if I don't return my cart? You guys check this out.
I'm not returning my shopping cart, and you can judge me all you want. I'm not getting my groceries into my car, getting my children into the car, and then leaving them in the car to go return the cart. So if you're going to give me a dirty look, fuck off.
All right, so I guess I'm just going to have to fuck off because I will give you a dirty look for that because all you have to do to return the cart is the same thing you did when you got the car in reverse. So I'm not understanding how you're having a problem.
Well, I mean, how big is this fucking parking lot?
Girl, I don't know,
What are
but
we
it's
talking about?
literally doing the same thing in reverse. How about you just load up your car with your stuff,
Yeah.
keep your kids in the car, and then you return the cart with the kids in it and take them out and then walk back to the car. Or, you know, an easy way to fix that, an easy way to prevent that from happening, park next to the cart return.
Ooh.
But you're also going to have to worry about your car
Ooh.
being damaged because there's people like you
Yeah.
that don't like to return their cart to the stall.
Some people just let those carts go like freely in the
Girl,
parking lot.
I have seen.
I've witnessed people's cars get hit by
I have seen the
them.
wind take a cart at Walmart and just really fuck
It
up
needs to
somebody's
have
car.
something. It needs to have something to like stop it if you're gonna like leave it somewhere.
Well, no, there just needs to be more people that are going to return the cart. That's like the most easy thing you could do to
Yeah.
affect somebody else in a positive
A
way.
lot of places have started to get those mechanisms that when they go out the door, they can only get to the curb with it, and then it
Oh,
locks
yeah.
up. Like Target has that. A lot
That
of
is
places.
so wild. The
I think Aldi
Soto,
might.
Target, I love that
Yeah.
Target. You ain't running out of there with a cart full of
No.
shit because that thing stops
People
you,
would take those
girl.
carts home
They
with their shit
do.
in them. Yeah.
That's so wild.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it wouldn't be TikTok if there wasn't some drama because there is another person with a very large platform that responded to this person.
They were pissed, apparently.
I don't think she was pissed. I just think because she's also in the medical field, she's a RN, BSN, CEN, RNC, OB, keynote speaker, and skunk. Her name is Jen Hamilton, and apparently, like,
does that
she's a
mean?
fan favorite. People love her. I don't know
Okay.
what none of that stuff means. I know BSN means she's a nursing graduate. I don't know what CEN means. None of that stuff. But she has 3.5 million followers.
for her.
Her name is Jen Hamilton,
you,
and
Jen
she
Hamilton.
responded. And there's a ton of people agreeing with her, and I understand why. You guys check this out.
I'm not returning my shopping cart, and you can judge me all you want.
Not sure if this was a rage bait video or not, but I guess I took the bait. So there's something called the shopping cart theory that says that you can tell the character of a person by whether or not they return their shopping cart. And in your video, you say, I'm not going to leave my kids in my car to take my shopping cart back. Which, absolutely, I don't do that either. But there are other options that include being able to take responsibility for the things that we have taken responsibility for. And when we accept using a shopping cart as a tool to help us shop, part of the responsibility is just putting it back in a safe place. But when you say the choices are to put your kids in an unsafe place or return the cart, it's not actually the case, because you took your kids from the car to go get the shopping cart. So there is a time period in which we are not in the shopping cart in between your car and wherever you got the shopping cart from. So we can thus repeat that process at the end in putting the shopping cart right back where it belongs and then going to the car. But one of the most important things to me, being a mom, second to keeping them safe, is teaching them how to be human beings who care about others. But when we show our children by our actions that we are not the kind of people who should have to think about the welfare or well-being of others or others' property, I worry about the kind of world that kids will grow up in when they all or a lot of them have that mentality. I don't know about you, but second to keeping my kids safe is making sure that they grow up to be the kinds of people who go out of their way. They inconvenience themselves for the well-being of someone else. I don't know. It just feels like a really simple way, and almost like a waste to not, to show our kids that we are the kinds of people that care about doing the right thing. You might say it's just a shopping cart. And that's what I'm saying. It's just a shopping cart. Like, why not? Because if we don't show our kids in the little things, it's going to be really hard for them to grasp in the big things. And I know you care about the safety of your kids. We all do. And that was a point in your video. But you'd also be talking about the safety of your kids if a rogue shopping cart blew across the parking lot as you're trying to walk those same kids in to get the shopping cart. And I see you getting dragged in your comments, and I'm not here to drag you. I'm here to take your hand. Come along with me on this journey of raising kids to be better than we are. And this is a really, really simple, easy way to do that.
Okay, so I think that this says a lot because she says she's a doctor, she's a psychologist. This is not a psychologist that I would want to go to, because if you can't do the smallest thing to help somebody else, you are in fact raising children that are going to be the same way to other people. They're not going to be studious. They're not going to care about other people. They're going to be me, 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 me. And we all know I've dealt with people like that in the past. You've dealt with people like that in the past. And
We
I
all
think she's
have.
going to raise some assholes, to be honest.
Oh.
So yes, I'm
gonna raise some hoe.
going to absolutely judge you for it for not returning your cart, because that's the smallest thing you could do to help someone.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really care so much about the shopping cart thing. What annoys me the most in a parking lot of anywhere is when you stop your car because someone needs to cross the street and they don't even give you a fucking courtesy wave.
Oh, girl, you know
They don't
what's...
give you a wave and they'll just walk straight forward like they don't even know that you're there. Like, hello,
Girl,
stop. You know how much I want to
really,
honk the horn?
I don't mind that so much because I'm gonna have to stop anyway because
Rude.
I'm not gonna mow somebody down. But you know what I can't stand and what I think is super rude
Caitlyn
is
Jenner
when
would.
I hold the door for you and you acknowledge me by looking at me and you don't acknowledge any other way vocally
No,
to say
I'm-
thank you to me. Like I
I'm
could have
big.
not held that door for you.
I am big on a courtesy wave. That also goes for people that you're like letting out and they don't give
Oh,
the
yeah,
courtesy
no, I
wave.
see
That is
that.
so fucking rude.
Yeah, you
I
always
give
wanna-
a courtesy wave from the passenger seat.
Yeah, of course.
I do. I make sure they see my hand. I'm like,
You really do. He really
I
does.
do.
you
I go
guys.
above and beyond for
He
my
really,
courtesy
truly
wave.
does.
I
That is
love a
not a
courtesy
lie.
wave. Yeah.
But this to me, I would not want to see this person as a psychologist because I feel like she probably puts herself on a pedestal, and that's just
might.
not somebody I would want to be taking any kind of advice from, especially like on the internet. And she has over 122,000 followers, and she can't return a damn card.
What annoys you in the grocery store parking
Yeah.
lot? Let us know that.
The Walmart parking
What
lot.
annoys you
The
more, a
Piggly
shopping
Wiggly
cart
parking lot.
or a courtesy wave? Like, does that annoy anybody else, the courtesy wave?
You know what though?
Learn how to be courteous.
You know what this? I don't even know why this came up in my brain, but do you guys remember Malcolm in the Middle, the scene where his
loved Malcolm in the
mom
Middle.
go back and forth with that
Yeah.
lady in the parking lot of the grocery store?
Yes.
That is so funny. That is classic TV. That would be me, girl.
I love
Bump
Malcolm
my
in the Middle.
car. Please bump my car. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And also don't forget, I do have a second channel now named More Dustin. It's going to be linked in the description box as well. I just tasted a bunch of different sweet treats from Five and Below, and we even had cotton candy ranch, and it really truly about
didn't
took
think
me
that one was that
out
bad.
of here. It was bad.
I'm surprising I didn't think it was that bad.
It was not good. But also, if you made it this far in the video, leave me what kind of emoji should we do? Let's do a palm tree emoji because it's been
palm
real
tree?
tropical here lately. It's really hot and humid here.
I wish we get some damn rain.
I do too.
Be
Please
great,
send us
wouldn't
some
it?
rain.
Yeah, I wish.
But with that said, you guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.